I can do the.
Alright.
Let me do the thunder snaps. Alright.
Is it recording?
Go ahead and talk, Matt.
Ew.
Don't get that close. Talk.
Ew.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we're good.
Ass and cheese, cheese and ass, i.e.
Right.
both, sometimes together.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
The dog.
Sorry, Ember.
I'll be like, we'll keep that in. Hello, everyone. This is Sources Unknown. I am your host, Ethan, with
Fatty Matty.
and Alex the Fat. Wait, you guys say it.
And Alex the Fallest. Are you really calling me that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, bud.
I'll think of a name for me. And welcome back to the spooky ass podcast. So this episode is episode 5. This is a special episode. We got Alex in here, and Alex, you can hear me fine, right? Just speaking right here.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Come over just a little bit right here.
All right.
Get next to him like you love
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
That should work.
Yeah, that should work.
So basically, we got him in now. We found out a way. We're
Hi,
just
everyone. Yeah, we're trying to get this set up, so hi.
Yeah. This episode we're just talking about, our personal experiences with Supernatural. I did one episode on it, but I have a shit ton, and so does he, and he does too.
Yeah, I have some interesting and weird ones.
And then maybe
Especially one under the
maybe some
influence.
topics we're planning for future videos.
Yeah, I guess you just talk about future stuff. So should we introduce Alex first? Yeah, Alex, you introduce yourself first.
Boy.
What do I say? What have you?
Oh, you're like the editor and shit like that.
So I'm sort of the editor. I haven't been in the past 2 episodes here because getting over here, not having a car right now. So I edit. I also help make the overlays and all that type of stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. What else do you want me to say after that?
I don't know.
Why you believe in the paranormal?
Oh, yeah, why do
stuff
you believe
and,
in
stuff
spooky stuff and stuff like that?
I'm sort of the skeptic out of all of you guys.
But you told me that you've seen some shadow dogs. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I've seen them, but I don't know. It's.
Well, what about didn't you?
It's like you believe but you don't want to believe
Didn't you say
it.
you felt like you felt your grandma in the house after?
No, oh no. So not that. So get this. So after everyone has died in the family, like Jean, even the Buttons, my old dog, you guys remember her, right?
Yeah.
After they died and after Nana died, after every time every single one of them have died, I've had the same dream over and over again where I would be laying on the couch in the living room of the old house we used to live at, the family house, and there would be a doorbell, and I'd go open up the door and Buttons would be standing there, or Jean would be standing there, or Nanian would be standing there.
Did that happen again when
Bro, that's
It didn't happen when Pappy. No, because I wasn't. It wasn't immediate family to me. Remember, Jean practically raised me as a kid.
Yeah.
And Reenie did too, and Nanian did, and Buttons was there for all my life. And then, I go and I open up the door, and they're all standing there, and when you look outside, it's a bunch of clouds outside. The sky is bright blue and beautiful out, and the ground is a cloud. Yeah, I vividly remember all of this.
Damn. I mean, I kind of have the same experience like Alex does, honestly. I could dream stuff. Apparently, so Matt, your grandfather, apparently my mom told me this. Your grandfather, when any of our, grandmothers or when they passed or whatever. Are you checking it? Wait, okay, let me get a little closer. Yeah, okay. So
just want to make sure.
So basically, my mom, since my mom's a medium psychic type stuff, she told me that our great uncle, me and Alex's great uncle, your grandfather apparently would help guide our family members up to heaven and stuff like that. And he likes to play tricks too. Apparently, I was sitting over there one time. This is the day before my grandmother passed. I felt like my back of my shirt tugging. And my mom was like, "Oh, that's your great uncle, Goltz." So I was like, "Oh." I forgot his name. John, yeah.
I've had something similar, but I've had this weird experience once when I was a kid. So I used to lay underneath the stars and look up, and some of the stars that when they would shine bright and twinkle at a certain moment, I always thought they were, past ancestors and past people that have recently passed away. And when I looked up underneath the one, when I was there, I remember I remember seeing it coming in my head, and then I couldn't do anything, and then all of a sudden I got rammed right in the lower back by something. The
That's
other
terrifying.
the other time of that was I was laying in bed, same thing happened. I could see it coming, couldn't move, couldn't do anything, and then there was a face right in front of me, like
So
2
you're
seconds
sleep
later.
paralysis demon.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Wait, Matt, have you ever had sleep paralysis?
No.
Oh, I have. Have you?
Sort of. I get into like these weird paralysis modes where like I can't move, and then I've gotten one where I couldn't move, and all of a sudden I muster every strength I have in my head and finally move, and when I do that it raises up my heart rate, so it puts adrenaline in, and like I'm awake after that. I can't go back to sleep.
I had this like weird dream. So basically, what it was, well, I had sleep paralysis. Actually, I have two. So when I had sleep paralysis, I didn't have a sleep paralysis demon. I had a little sleep paralysis goblins. No, I shit you not. They were like
Did they look like Matt? I mean, he's goblin size.
well, no, they were matte black, but they would like jump around in my room, and I was like, I remember they were trying to mess. Could be. They were trying to like smack in my face, and I think like I tried like biting their fucking arms and started like ripping it off and stuff like that. Like I was like, okay, if you guys are gonna fight me, I'm gonna fight you too, you know.
So what are some of your like? I know you talked about it on the last episode. What are some more of your like? I guess we'll just do a round table. We'll each tell a story.
See, the one story though, like you have to tell Zach though, because like
Yeah, the one like Zach needs to be here when I tell it.
you can have Zach on another table.
He was there when it happened,
Okay.
and like we both experienced it like at the same time.
Oh, that's weird. So what other ones do you have then that you can tell?
Like, did you have any terrifying ones on Marion Street?
Okay, like never that like I felt like I was gonna be hurt in Marion Street, but like
You felt like you were watched.
yeah, I always felt like I was being watched, or like there was something else in the house.
You
Okay.
get like your back of your hairs
Like y'all remember the Marion Street house,
Yeah.
especially like the basement.
Yeah, the basement, I always, like, every time you left me down there when you would go upstairs, I would always be watching the back corner towards where the gun cabinet is, because I always got a weird
Yeah, because like
feeling.
underneath the stairs
Yeah,
where it was
yeah.
next to the like
Me and-
stairs going upstairs, because on the other side of that you also had the old back room that like
Yeah, I never liked being down there by myself. It was like, every time you would go up there, it'd be like, Matt, help.
Yeah, no.
Help.
like well like even like right before we moved out, like a picture just fell off the wall.
Was that Marion Street? I'm trying to think what that was. Was that
The dead end.
okay? Yeah. Okay, I know
The
what
roundabout.
you're talking about. Yeah, because I remember that like Aunt Sandy.
That's the one we used to
You
go
know,
trick or
our
treating.
great aunt, our great aunt, his grandmother, she would always like throw my birthday parties, like because she threw a bunch of my birthday parties growing up at like his house. I remember that, and
Yeah.
the basement was definitely the scariest.
I remember the fondest memories of birthdays. Sorry, we're getting off topic because we all have ADHD and we can't help it.
The water slide.
The big one. Yeah, that's the one I
Dude,
remember.
I wish we still had that.
Dude, imagine that right now in your 20s. Like, ugh.
Especially that now in my yard now, my
Speaking-
big yard now.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, Marion Street, had any of us went into that like creepy ass like treehouse that was like in like the
Bro, you call my treehouse creepy?
no, it wasn't yours. It was like in like the field or whatever.
Yeah,
it was, like,
my
it was, like-
treehouse.
That was yours.
Well, me and like all like the neighborhood boys
Rude.
built that.
Okay.
So yeah, I was in it. I built it.
It for some reason it
Asshole.
gave me like an eerie vibe though. Looking at that tree.
Well, after we let it go, like it did start to get like just creepy looking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, your basement for whatever reason, because if I remember correctly, the stairs didn't have anything underneath of them, right?
No, it was
it's
like
just this like where people can like.
They were
grab
like
your
hanging
foot.
stairs,
Yeah,
in a sense, right?
'cause-
Okay.
it was like if here was the back wall, the stairs went down like this. That's where the gun case was.
Yeah, and the gun case was on
Like
if you're
the
if
wall.
you're looking up at the top of the steps, they were on like the left side. of
No,
the-
they were like right underneath the stairs.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
They were like the basement
And
stairs
then your
at like
dad's table was over in like the left corner-ish area.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I did not like looking over there every time dude, when we were playing video games downstairs, I would get this weird feeling to like look behind me, and I'm like, I can't. I don't want to.
Like other than the fact
Yeah.
that like I love the size of that basement though.
the basement was huge. That was nice.
I loved your backyard though. I did like you.
Yeah, I think Marion Street backyard was bigger than what I have now.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, he had all that force that he could go like fuck off.
Oh
in,
yeah.
So makes a difference.
Well, we tried going into the field, but like we were walking in the field at his house, and like we saw somebody like the farmer walk out. We're like, okay, we're going back, because like me and Zach, we just
I think
booked
it. I think it was a motion light that y'all saw.
Because like me and Zach were, what the heck was that?
Goat man.
Oh yeah, the goat man.
Okay, so that's Matt. What's yours then, bud? I haven't heard much of yours. Matt's I've sort of heard.
Growing up,
What
like
are you
going. Ember, what are you doing? No, she's trying to find my combos. My dog likes to eat my like food or whatever.
Next thing you know, she's
So-
gonna be pulling turds out of kitty litter.
Like going back like to like our childhood houses and stuff like that, like your house, like our great grandfather's house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get no eerie vibe there. I did get a feeling,
Really?
No, but
I did in the basement and in the attic.
yeah, that's I was thinking of that too. Like,
Okay, yeah,
Upstairs
that's-
I did, but like downstairs it felt like homey, like obviously like home vibe.
Yeah.
Because our great grandfather had that house.
Like
so we're
especially like when we
Oh
had
my god, I have some weird stories about that though. So downstairs in the basement as a kid, I never liked going down in the
I
basement.
hate
as
looking
a
at
kid.
it. It just you just open the door. I just hate looking down.
No,
there.
yeah, no, seriously, I get the same. I get the same like creepy feeling.
Like I'm just
Like,
looking
dude,
at
I'm
it in my memory.
thinking
I'm
about
like,
it right now. I'm
yeah,
getting goosebumps.
the back of my neck is
Yeah,
starting
I'm
to
getting
stand.
goosebumps. So
like the basement like creeped me out, and you know what? Like your shed.
Yeah.
the shed wasn't bad though. I didn't mind the shed because it was
'Cause
small. But the
that's-
basement, because of you had all those
It
walls.
was legit like just a square basement,
yeah, and
but it was as big as the house.
but it had like walls and like doorways that like you can't like.
I hated looking outside your house at night towards the backyard. I don't know why. I get the same feeling with Matt's house.
Really? Oh, I loved it. So
No, when we played airsoft out there, then yeah, I mean,
yeah, that was great.
that was
Now,
great.
see, my house, I understand that because, like, legit sometimes, especially when the fog rolls in, it just looks
Oh yeah,
creepy
his
as
house.
shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dude, I love fog.
Like
though.
when I'm using the bathroom at his house and like the window be open and it's like night, I'm like I gotta close. I gotta close the blinds.
Because you get like an eerie feeling.
Yeah, because like if especially when you're using the bathroom, like you don't want to turn and see like a face like nice pee pee.
Damn, mine wasn't that big when I was alive. This is bullshit.
This is some scurry dumb shit.
And they said evolution wasn't a real thing.
Oh my god. So getting back to the basement and the creepy stuff. Every time I would go down there, if Nanan wasn't down there, like doing laundry or something, I wouldn't go down there. Eventually, I got used to it. I got used to that weird, eerie feeling, and I could play down there by myself. But even then, I was always going upstairs to make sure that everyone was okay, and so they knew that I was make sure that I was okay.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it was super creepy and the certain like the walls how they were, like you couldn't look around corners, like it was very creepy. I remember having to take laundry down for Nanny sometimes, and I would just be like,
Cause I mean, I remember when we were all
"What? Oh, it's your phone going
when we
off."
were all younger, and we would all come up to that house. We'd all end up playing in the basement together because the basement, like the actual center portion of the basement, was
Was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent size. I used to
Yeah.
store my dirt bikes and stuff down there. Like it was great, but it just
being
still
down there alone though.
Ah,
It just you got that creepy feeling.
what about my old house before this one? The one in Beaver Creek, going down that basement.
I never went into the basement that much.
I
I
know.
only went down there like once or twice.
I have, and apparently, my grandfather or my grandmother was doing laundry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they set this chair on, like set this chair near their wall because like when they're doing laundry they sit down and do all that. But they set this chair near the stairs. Apparently, no, it was not me. It was somebody else. I think it was either my.
Was it Ricky?
I think it might have been Ricky or Trevor. They went downstairs and like they saw the chair just laying in the center, or like just sitting in the center of the room. And like a light,
wow.
and just a light, like the light, like right up there is like shining on that chair.
You know,
That basement's scary. Oh,
honestly, your old house on Beaver Creek, the only spot that like truly creeped me out was like you're in Trevor's room when y'all would be over there.
Are they talking about like the upstairs ones or the downstairs ones?
because we had the downstairs ones.
Because I remember they had both. They had like it was one like both of yours were like right off the living room, and then like you had them upstairs when like Amanda lived there.
I think it was the
I
upstairs.
was about to get to that. So okay.
I think it was the upstairs one.
No, because we had a downstairs one when Amanda was living with us. So basically, when Amanda and Becky, that's my dad's ex girlfriend, So
And my
basically,
ex-wife.
yeah, his ex-wife, Amanda, and
Keeping it in the
Becky.
family.
Yeah.
Why was that perfectly timed?
Damn it, man.
And it kind of sucks though, because like men generally, so people, I'll get it. Okay, so in that room that I had downstairs when Amanda and Becky were like living with us at the time, that room, right? I'm sleeping, and this face, like I wake up in the middle of the night, I see a face, just a face. It kind of looked like Amanda's face, but I wasn't for sure because I called out Amanda's name.
What'd you do,
It didn't say
step
anything.
bro?
No, it didn't. Well, no,
Jesus.
like that's just weird, Matt. So I saw her, like I saw a face that looked like Amanda, and I tried calling out, say, "Hey," like it looked like there was like a flashlight like this, but it was like blue light. It was like a blue light type thing, like blue white light or whatever. But it's like a flashlight. I saw her face.
You might need to put
Yeah.
that on D&D.
So I saw like her face, and I tried calling. I'm like, Amanda, what are you doing? And I didn't hear nothing. Then like it just faded away, and I just saw her like a face that looked like her. So maybe this might have been a ghost manipulating, features.
I had one creepy experience. Like, I didn't have many in there, but the one I remember is we were all
When you got stung by them bees.
Oh my god, I hate that. Don't
I've
bring
been
that
stung by a wasp.
No, I don't think. Man,
up. I got
do you know
stung
about
like
the story?
3 or 4 times
Yeah, I
by
remember.
like hornets, and like all in the stomach. It hurt. I wasn't coming out of the bathroom until I knew they were gone. 'Cause
He literally
Like,
jumped in the
on-
shower,
yeah.
turned that thing on. He's like, "Nah, I got."
I didn't turn on the shower.
I thought you did.
No, I just got in there and I just started stripping, looking for him, making sure I wasn't
Now,
gonna get stung in the
y'all
dick.
remember?
I know that when Char, because I remember seeing when Char walked out the room, you looked at her like, "Help!" and he just ran. It's like,
Now y'all remember my grandma's old house, right?
yeah, but Alex,
Which-
finish what you were saying
I don't remember what I was saying.
about about the creepiest part of my old house.
Your old house?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just I remember I was staying the night. We were all up, I think, in your dad's room.
Oh yeah, the one that's like that.
And the door was and the door was open.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking down the hallway, and every time I looked in there, I got like the weirdest.
I
like,
hated the
feeling
hallway, and I hated the bathroom that we had like in the.
Yeah,
in
because the light was so
side.
dim in the bathroom.
It was.
Yeah, I hated looking down the hallway bathroom, the hallway towards the stairs. It was like, yeah, it wasn't. I didn't get good feelings doing
No.
that.
So what were you saying, Matt?
So y'all remember grandma's house on Virginia Avenue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only spots that like creeped me out a little bit was the back part of the basement.
I don't think I've ever was.
Yeah, I
no,
don't
no,
think I
I
was
was in the.
down there.
I remember because when I helped, we helped John
Yeah.
get his stuff out. Yeah,
So like not where his room was, but like the back part of the basement.
yeah, the back.
Like that creeped me out, and like
You're talking about over like near where the sump pump was. There was like a
no.
hole.
So you know how the bathroom was kind of shaped like an L. The basement was kind of shaped like an L almost.
Yeah.
Then you had that one square off where John's room was.
Yeah.
So like the back like portion of that where like the built-in shelves were like on the wall, like where like the workbench almost was.
Yeah.
Like that part would creep me out.
Yeah. I mean, your grandma's
gonna-
house now, I don't really feel anything in. Like, I've been there a couple times.
Her apartment.
Yeah. It actually feels like a home type vibe.
The part
Now,
that
like this other part was you know how the second bathroom was upstairs, the like half bath.
yes, I did get a weird feeling in there.
Like
once.
up there, like I don't know if it's because just top of the stairs, like the light was dim and white, but like that just kind of gave me a creepy feeling sometimes.
Yeah, I gotta take these off. I'm getting a headache from the
audio,
microphones.
yeah. Well, hey, it's working, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep an eye on it. Okay. So I got a feeling up in that bathroom.
Mhm.
Okay. The other place that I got a weird feeling was it was during like I think it was during like rain or something. I got a weird feeling in the entryway. Remember the entryway, like where
The breezeway between the
kept like
garage.
yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah,
she
yeah.
kept like all of their where she had like all of her like old butter containers in those cabinets.
It's the plane. It's a
Oh, okay.
helicopter.
Yeah, the breezeway between like the
I
garage
got a weird one because-
and like the fridges were out there.
Because I went downstairs, or I think it was coming in, and I look up before going into like the door, and I just got a weird feeling looking out the backyard in that breezeway. It just felt
Yeah, that's
got, like, a weird
It's like the
feeling
vibes that I
there.
get. My mom's house that she lives in now with Danny
See, I've only been there a few times, but I've never really gotten a feeling.
upstairs is terrifying. apparently, okay, my little baby brother who just turned
Killian?
7 or 8. Was it 7? Yeah, 7.
His birthday was just a couple
Yesterday.
day ago.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, that's his birthday party. His birthday's on.
What
10th.
kind of big brother are you?
Not really
A
good, I
dick.
guess. Hey, at least I got him something for his birthday. I got him like a Donkey Kong Hot Wheels and like 2 Peep Pepsis. Okay,
Wow,
so
way to
basically,
go.
my mom and apparently my baby brother. I mean, have I saw anything in the house? No, but I got a weird feeling in the house. My mom saw like an old woman in the kitchen area, just like looking at Danny and my mom on the couch and just like smiling and stuff like that.
Piece of ass.
But my baby
Pagan.
brother, he doesn't like sleeping in his room upstairs because apparently he sees like some like shadow creature in
Okay,
the corner.
so on that, I remember like until I was like not in my teens. That's weird, but like I remember at like some point I remember like I didn't like sleeping in my room by myself at all, and like until I was like 9, I think. So I would like sleep in like Nan's bed or mom's bed, and that hallway upstairs, like so
I hated that
so
hallway.
Nan's room was here, Jean room's was here, my room, mom's room, okay, and then the bathroom, right? So my playroom used to be upstairs in Jean's room.
Yeah, I remember that.
I would have to leave the door open, and I didn't even like doing that because I would feel like if I like looked out the hallway and glanced, something would be standing there all the time. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I barely. So I played wherever people were because I didn't like being by myself.
Exactly. Me too.
Yeah, I totally get that about the shadow thing. I'm like, I don't know.
Apparently Danny had like a chair, whatever. Apparently. Well, you know about that chair, right?
Yeah, because the last time we were talking about it, you're like, I ripped ass in that chair.
Yeah, I did. So I
pissed off the ghost.
I farted on the goat's dick. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but like, so this chair had attachment to it, right? And so it's a black reclinable chair. Matt remembers it 'cause Matt was there.
Yeah, when we
Apparently, my sister, when she was sitting in a chair, she had her hair pulled in it. And apparently, my mom was like talking to the spirit and was using dowsing rods and EVP recorder.
Stay off my kids.
So basically, this ghost was basically
sorry,
upset because this ghost was upset because people are like sitting in his
You're
chair.
not Subway anymore.
He was getting upset because this ghost was and people were sitting in his chair and like he hated dogs and animals, right? And Danny was like so Danny was like messing with the ghost, saying all right, just talking shit on the ghost, right? Just aggroing it. So
great.
Danny,
Let's do that.
That's perfect.
So this ghost hated animals, right? So Danny was a dick. Took a picture of that chair, sold it to a woman who had a bunch of fucking cats and dogs. So I mean, like, hey, that's karma. Like, that's
Talk
hilarious.
about get fucked.
Literally.
In the afterlife.
Like, just think about that ghost hated people sitting in his chair. I sharded in that chair.
I bet there's so many cats in his chair right now, and he's just like, you mother fuck.
He's probably like, Danny. And Danny's just probably sitting back laughing like, I got this dude.
It's more like Kenobi.
So
Darth Vader. No.
So we're talking about ghosts and stuff.
But like this ghost had had attachment to this chair, and he hated animals. And my mom, basically my stepfather. Now he's basically my stepfather. He was like, you know what? Nah, fam. I'm gonna screw you over. But go on.
So speaking of ghosts and stuff, we're talking about ghosts and we're talking about that type of stuff. What would angels fall under? Would that be supernatural? That would be underneath the supernatural category, not paranormal. That would be supernatural, right?
Well, supernatural is everything like cryptids to like
I'd say
paranormal, like
supernatural
aliens,
or,
stuff like
okay.
that. So
All right. So have
so
you
supernatural.
guys seen
Supernatural
anything
or like spiritual, maybe?
So have you guys seen anything weird like that before? Like so. I'll start off with one story that is very vivid that I remember. I remember like walking Honey at one point, taking her into the yard, and it might have been an owl, but it was huge. And I remember walking by, you know where the garage is now at my house, and you know where the house is. You know that.
You're talking about your house now?
You know that breezeway in between the garage and the house that goes back to like the other building. Well, I was there.
It was just Mothman chilling.
I was there, and I saw it swoop like this way from like where the other building is out into the main yard, and then it was gone. And I remember seeing like like an actual like feather. I remember seeing the feathers, and I remember seeing just a ball basically around it, and I remember the wings were huge, and it just went off, and I'm like,
See, because
okay.
like, when you say that, apparently there's like 9 different types of angels. Like the top angel is a giant eagle, like it has eagle wings, but like a big eye in the center.
So but you know like what like
Now the lowest
like what bird wings look like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It looked like that, but like think about that on like a enormous scale. I'm trying to give like a sense of like think about like that flag. I know the viewers can't see it. Anyway, this flag is the Maryland flag, and it's like gigantic.
It's probably like 7x7.
That actually's been hung up in Hagerstown.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's probably like a 7 foot, but like 7
Yeah.
foot flag.
Because like when you say that though, like so like the highest like angel form is like an eye with eagle wings or stuff like that, or something like that. Because like the lowest angel form is just like us, and the one above that I think is just look like us with wings and stuff like that, like the typical angel that we see.
Yeah. So do you have anything like that, Matt? I guess we'll start and go around.
No,
You don't have anything.
not like an angel or like, I guess something you could class with an angel. No.
Oh wait, I was meant to. So episode 3. No, I never saw an angel per se, but I got a bunch of paranormal stories. I saw a demon in a mirror, which I said that story last episode, but obviously it didn't get put up.
That's the reason I hate fucking mirrors. Honestly,
Yeah.
is like
So you know how water is like apparently water is like a conduit or whatever that for like spirits.
Yeah, it acts like
gives
it's a
them
portal.
energy. Yeah, it acts like a portal.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom bought a house like in West Virginia, or no, she didn't buy a house, but she rented this house in West Virginia. That's like, it's like you know those little the trailers near the Potomac River.
Yeah.
Spring?
Riverbend?
Riverside, Riverbend.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She had a house somewhere near there. So I was helping her move in, and down this long dark hallway, like it was like long and dark. There's like this mirror at the end of this door, and like I saw like this demonic looking creature with like stitches on his face.
Bro, that was just Harry. He got attacked by
No,
a
but that's real though.
weed whacker.
Is
That's
this
long
is-
and black and full of semen. that's where when you said that, that's where my mind went.
Okay.
Nuclear submarine.
But this creature thing had like stitches on his face, and I would turn.
Like the thing, like the one ghost, like in 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, and like I'll turn. I look back, I'm still there. I keep on doing it. Like I was just drawn to that mirror. Like I didn't, because like my vision's kind of like bad. I was younger, so like it looked like it had stitches on his face. So I told my mom, like, Mom, I see something at the end of that hallway with like stitches on it and on its face. My mom, since my mom's like a medium or whatever, she's like, I don't feel anything in his house. I'm like, well, I certainly fucking do. So at this time I was living with my dad, so I was going to my mom's every weekend. Stuff
Yeah,
like
I remember.
that.
I remember
my
I
mom
would come
told
over
me
to
the
your house,
story.
and Aunt Betty would be like, "Yeah, they're not home." I'm like, damn it.
So like my mom told me the story where like she was woken in the middle of the night, and my baby brother, because my mom just had him at the time, he was like sleeping in his crib. My mom saw like this like demonic creature that had like a black body and like stitches on his face, trying to grab my baby brother, and she's like, go, and it's just like. After that, she moved out of the house, and she called me up. She's like,
She's
Ethan,
like, nope, time to call Ghostbusters.
she's like, Ethan, I should have believed you what you said. I'm like, yeah, you should have. I have a lot. Like I saw this one shadow, like this one old house that it was like near where the old Hagerstown Hospital was. Like I could open up the window and like see out there.
Yeah.
Like I had the same situation like with you. Like me and my brother, we would like play at night near our like night light, because like we're like we can't sleep. Our mom's not gonna yell at us if we play with our toys. And like we were like playing with our toys, and like this is just say here's the hallway. It's like this, and our bedroom was like right here, and here's like the door frame, and long dark hallway, and nightlight was right there. Really, Ember?
You good?
You okay?
So I would like look, and I like just feel like there's something down that hallway. But we were like playing at night, so I'm like, I don't even know why we did that.
Yeah.
You should talk about the shadow dog that you saw. That's pretty cool.
It's not much of a story. It's like not much of a story though. Like, have you heard this, Matt? Have you? I haven't told many people about it because like.
You told me and Destiny and Michaela. That's it.
There's nothing down there, dog.
So at some point, so where I used to live was great for sledding. Okay, I'm gonna start this off. It was great. We used to like build tracks in like the neighbor's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
The old like trailer up near my house, I used to build tracks because the slide was huge. Anyway, I'm coming back over from my neighbor's house after sledding for a while, and I'm walking like in their front yard, getting back to my house to cross the road. Well, there's a black dog on the porch. No one has black dogs except a couple neighbors down, but it's not theirs because theirs is fluffy and this one just looks like your normal lab.
Yeah.
And then I start looking at it and it starts playing. It gets down in like the playing stance and everything like that, and
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it and like I had tell my neighbors because they're like right beside me. They were walking me home because I was young.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Don't you see the dog over there playing on the porch? Like, you mean Buttons?" I'm like, "No, Buttons isn't even over there." And then they look and they're like, "We don't see a dog over there." And I'm like, "I wouldn't do that. It's picking it up very well."
How is it?
Yeah. I know you need something to fidget with. So anyway, I'm like, "It's right there. Like,
The dog's right there. I can see.
you can see the dog. It's right there." And they don't see it. They're looking at me like,
Yeah.
"What dog? Like, there's no dog." And then finally, it walked away. Like, it literally looked like a shadow that was playing, like a shadow.
So what, you think it was like a ghost dog?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, cause apparently there's a theory, like, was that dog like demonic or something? Because like,
No, it looked friendly and
here's
fine
a
as
theory
everything.
though. A theory is like all animals who die automatically go up to heaven because they don't really sin. I mean, I don't think animals know right from wrong. They don't know sin, so apparently they go up to heaven. So like maybe that was like conjured up or something like that.
Maybe he was seeing into a different dimension.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it literally,
yeah, I
it
can
literally,
too.
it literally, like it was literally stuck to the wall like a shadow.
Matt's
And
first
then,
thing is
but
domino.
it was like,
Why you gotta call me out like that, bro?
leave Matt alone. He's fat. So yeah, like that's the only story I have for that really. The other one, the other one is so getting back to the house like what we were talking about, and how creepy it was. Did you guys get anything like on the bottom floor? Like the as soon as you walked into the door, you didn't get anything?
Which house?
The old house.
In your living room.
Really, the living room. Why the living room?
Yeah, I think I would say the living room because it's how open it is, maybe. Because your living room was pretty open.
Well, see, to me it was the where I used to have my desk at
Oh yeah, I remember
in
that.
the-
Yeah, that one. That room too.
in the dining room. Well, do you know what happened in that corner of that dining room?
No.
Great Pappy died.
Oh, so that explains a lot.
His hospital bed was down there. That's where
Yeah.
he died at. But when Nanian died and Mom had to go to work, you know, when I was 13, I was there by myself a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to like block off the viewpoints into the other rooms because I thought I would start to see stuff, and I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I also moved my desk where I could see in front of me and like glance up and see in front of me. Because I didn't like the feeling of something coming up behind me, so I had to do stuff like that. How long have we been going for?
I don't know.
Do you want to check, Matt?
Yeah. See, like I had this. So me and Reed actually saw like black shadowy like dogs.
4 minutes.
Okay.
So me and Reed saw these like black shadowy dogs. So in the last episode, I mentioned like that forest. There's something going on in that forest. I see like torches out in the middle of the night in there. Wait, did I mention? I don't think I mentioned about the knock on the door. Like me and Reed was in there. There was like a knock on the door, and like I thought it was Reed. I heard a blood curdling scream outside my window in that room, over there. That room.
You had Trevor's room?
Yeah. Well, no, it was not Trevor's room. It's the weight room. Oh. So and I heard a doorbell, And I asked my dad, I'm like, Dad, did you hear that? Because my dad was like living in that, or he had the other room. I'm like, Dad, did you hear that? And he's like, yeah, I heard that too. He's like, it's probably just Reed. I call Reed up. I'm like, Reed, are you messing with me? And Reed's like, no, I'm here playing Fallout 76. So I'm like, oh, I'm like, that woods, we saw like tall shadow people. But me and Reed was walking one night. There was a pack of like maybe like 3 or 4 black shadowy dogs just barking, snarling at something. And he ran into that woods and disappeared. And nobody here has a black shot. Like nobody here has like black labs or pit bulls. They don't. My dog, golden retriever. People up there have like a white Pyrenees. People down there has a Irish setter mixed with golden retriever, and the guy over there has a boxer. But the boxer's only like not all that big.
Yeah.
No.
So like I'm like that's terrifying. There's this like one other ghost story that I know. Cause like I remember like this one house was always like I just had it felt so weird, and like so I slept in the bottom bunk and Trevor slept because we had bunk beds at the time. I had a bottom bunk and Trevor had a top bunk. Trevor loved sleeping at the top bunk because he felt safer, and
Until he fell off.
Yeah, and I slept on the bottom bunk because he's like, Ethan, you're obviously bigger, so you sleep on the bottom bunk. I'm like. Okay.
He didn't want your fat ass falling.
he actually said
Even
that
though
was what
the
it
same
is.
bunk bed the girls had.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So, I'm sleeping, and I saw like this shadow figure just. I only saw his like a lot the lower half of his torso and his legs, and I saw like a knife like in his hand just walking across the bed. Like where I
That's
saw.
That's not terrifying.
Dude, that was like terrifying, and like, I think that was the same house where the TV tried falling on me was playing Super Mario and the Nintendo 64. TV tried like falling on me and I backed up real quick and it fell down. My mom even saw it. My mom's like, what the and this one time we were like had like no heating at the time, so we all slept downstairs in like the one room where the TV fell on me. So we're all sleeping, and Trevor was sleeping he was sleeping beside me, but he was sleeping next to we were both sleeping on the floor. No, we had cots. We had these low size cots. Matt, you know what I'm talking about.
Like the one in my shed.
One in the shed. And my mom and my stepfather at the time was sleeping on futon. Mm-hmm. So under the futon, I turned and because I saw like glowing on the side of my face, and my mom saw it too. She's the first one who noticed it, and we both told. My mom looked under there, and then we saw a portal under the futon trying to grab Trevor, and try to pull him in. And my mom got up and she started because it was fiery looking. My mom was trying to smack it out and stuff like that. Apparently, my mom saw a demon child on top of the air conditioner one time. It was a house on Winter Street. That's where it was. You remember when I used to live in Winter Street with my mom? Okay.
No, I don't remember where you live with your mom.
So Winter Street, that one house was terrifying as heck. I remember we used to also play that's where I saw this one guy. He was getting chased by the cops, so he tried running on a roof and he got tased and fell off. I remember that too.
What?
Santa went wrong.
I mean,
he was like, oh, I gotta go, and cops our next door neighbor was an ass.
Can you imagine that being on video camera?
Oh my god! Imagine seeing, dude. I remember seeing one where a guy got tased, it hit the ground so hard, he had a pretty good concussion. I think almost internal bleeding on his head. Yeah, it's because he jumped a fence and got tased, and then just dude, when you heard the smack, it was a.
Oh, so it was like a thud.
It was a thud.
Bad boy go bonk.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about one more thing, then I think that should be it. So, Alex, what do you think about the paranormal cryptids and everything? And what's your favorite cryptid or?
What's my favorite cryptid?
Yeah, and just give us input on what do you think about cryptids and supernatural and stuff.
Cryptids I like. Supernatural I'm sort of skeptical on.
Like aliens and stuff like that. And
well, I don't know. After what they, after some of the reports coming out.
Oh yeah, the unidentified objects. See, I want to make an
that.
episode about aliens in space. That'd be kind of fucking cool.
So my favorite cryptid would have to be probably Chessie. Chessie's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like ghosts ship sea creature stories, like about like pirates and stuff like that, and sort of sailor stories. What do you think, Matt?
Would Kraken considered to be a cryptid?
I think so.
I would consider that. As
Would that be like a cryptid? I'm not sure what classifies as a cryptid and stuff like that.
Kraken, Jormungandr, or well, Jormungandr is
That's
more
mythology.
Yeah.
Sea serpents, like big sea serpents and stuff like that, sea monsters
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
No, like but Chessie has to be like my favorite. I think that would be cool to like go and see if there's any like museums or anything along like the coast of the Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Corner and everything
Because like
that.
the theory of Chessie, if she's like an actual like plesiosaur, it's like a dinosaur. Well,
It's
Appar-
basically like the same
apparently-
thing like Loch Ness Monster is.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a Loch Ness monster is apparently is a so-called plesiosaur.
Which apparently there was a study not too long ago that they're like, yeah, there's something definitely in Loch Ness.
Yeah, so it's probably like because like if like ancient animals can somehow thrive and like evolve, because I think plesiosaurs weren't all that big. They're about the same size as the pictures we see about Loch Ness monster and stuff like that.
So I do have one more thing real quick. So I have the shadow dog. Do any of you guys have anything with like animals, like paranormally with animals or anything?
No,
like-
but that room there, I for some reason this one time I was trying to sleep, right, and I saw my blanket like move and like something like it's like an animal jumped onto it.
Mhm.
So but it could have been May, my dog.
Yeah. About anything from you, Matt?
Kind of.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah.
Josie.
Mm-hmm. The Daisy, Josie, Dutchie. Okay, yeah. Had to
With those
think
bird
like
boots.
remember which.
So, you know how like Josie was basically like my baby?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And fat. She was chunky.
she was just a black cloud of smoke on legs.
Basically.
So after we put her down, like, I legit like felt like she jumped on my bed, like, probably about 2 weeks later.
One last time.
Cause I know what it would feel like when she jumped on my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was just like, Josie, like, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one other thing with that is late one night, me and my ex-wife were heading up towards the lake to go, stargaze, because
Oh yeah, you told me this
is
story.
that lake is
Blair's Valley?
that
He
lake
told
is
me this story. That's fucking creepy. Like, didn't you hear like tapping on the window of your Jeep?
no
Okay.
no
Okay.
no that wasn't that. I heard yelling and charging down at the bloody lane.
Okay.
I heard someone yell charge, and I heard hooves gallop, but no, that was down at Bloody Lane at
Okay.
Antietam. No, so this one here is we were driving up the one road, and the road's like pretty windy and
Yeah, I know.
twisty.
I know how to
Yeah.
get up to Blair's Valley.
I'm trying to give a description for the viewers.
Yeah.
So it's pretty windy and twisty and hilly and everything like that. And we get up to the one point where there's a church, and before the church, we're coming up on it. And I can still remember how it looked. It was sort of all white. We got up on it, and think of Ember. All right, I want you to give Ember size. Like a normal dog size.
Ember, come here.
Oh shit.
Now I want you to like quadruple her size.
It's like a wolf.
Yeah, but I mean
Or
like
wolf, like werewolf,
wolf.
like werewolf.
No. It wasn't bipedal. It was all on all fours.
Because I think there's different forms
Like
of
dire
werewolf.
wolf, like
Oh.
huge size.
Like you're talking about like 10,000 BC dire wolf from like the
It was-
Eurasian steppe.
Dude, it was literally like almost the size of the car when we
Yeah.
and we almost smacked it.
It was Fitnir.
We almost smacked it,
Fenrir.
right?
Yeah.
So it was probably the size of like let's say
Alps.
the tracks, right? That's also a good representation.
Damn.
It was we got up onto it. It was all white, black claws. It had like a blue tinge to its fur as well. And then
Now, do you think the blue tinge was like from the car lights?
I know because they were
Halogens?
yellow shitty lights. Yeah, so there wasn't like a new car. We got up on it. I braked. I stopped. I looked back up. Nothing.
Damn. Now, would you?
I turned around in the church parking lot, went back home, and was like, got some McDonald's and went to sleep.
You're like, I'm not gonna deal with that.
I'm not fucking with that right now.
I wonder if that's a cryptid. Like, Matt, look up big white dog like sightings in Maryland.
And like we actually
wolf sightings. I want to see if that's a thing. Because if that's a thing, then Alex, you might have.
We stopped. We went back up to the lake, and then the whole time at the lake, I just got the whole time at the lake, I just got like the weirdest feeling. We turned around, went back to see if it was there. Nothing. And it wasn't like dog size, like someone would be missing it. It was big.
In Maryland. Okay, there's that. Something like that?
It was I don't know how to like describe it, but it looked like it had like wolf features and everything, but it was huge.
Giant wolf reports in PA, monsters of Pennsylvania, and it had like a silverish color.
Pennsylvania isn't, but like
giant white wolves,
10
normally
minutes from where we were.
sized gray that wolves may appear. Maryland DNR, 6 species of mammals explained that are no longer that's just no longer exist. But that now, what about now? Do you think skinwalkers apparently they can shapeshift?
I don't understand skinwalkers. I see a bunch of that pop up on my TikTok, and I just don't understand what they are.
Oh, they're like.
Are they like Wendigos?
No.
No, but is it another
It's like a spirit that can shapeshift.
Because I remember
I think that's my understanding.
I have a bunch of res talk come up, and they talk about skinwalkers on there, so I never got what they were.
See, I don't know if Maryland.
And I'm too chicken to look it up.
Do you think that because I know in Maryland, it's more like skinwalkers, more like Navajo type thing, I think. But do you think there might be a regional difference?
I thought they were just more of an Indian thing.
They are, but
Wendigos are more up north towards Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, Wisconsin, and stuff like that.
Where the winters were harder.
But I think maybe
and Maine and stuff like that.
Maybe there's a regional difference. Maybe we have a version of a skinwalker, but
because I know we had Indians around here. I believe this, and don't take my word exactly.
Talking about the burial ground.
No, well, that too, but also I remember reading stuff about the reason that Fort Frederick, when they used to get raided, when I don't remember what Indian tribe would do it, might have been the Cherokee, but I'm not sure. They would put dead animals in the well
to poison the water.
To poison the water, yeah, and then they moved the well.
Hey,
then they dug
smart.
a well inside the fort. So
hey, that's smart.
That's just something I remember.
That's a smart battle tactic.
Now, I don't know if y'all are superstitious like me. I cannot sleep if my closet doors are open.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Well, my bed is in my closet.
Oh yeah.
That's different for you. But
a ghost is yo, you steal my spot.
Door, needs to be closed.
Really? See, I can't sleep if my closet door is closed. I'd
it's even a joke with me, Mom. I'm let me close your closet door so the demons don't get out.
These, I'm scared of these too.
My older closet, because I took the doors off and my record player's in there now.
Fine.
Fine, but my actual closet
that has doors, if
the doors need to be closed.
Yeah.
Or I can't sleep.
See, no, mine's different. Is if the doors are when I was in my old room, the one that Mom has now.
Yeah.
If I was in that room, and my doors were closed, I couldn't. I would have to open them because I would want to make sure what's inside. Okay, if I feel if they were closed, I would get an eerie feeling.
You feel like maybe you probably hear something on the other side, and that's why you're
dude,
fuck no.
Dude, that was the same
legit,
way.
That door would have to be closed if I was in here.
Oh yeah, I see these two closet doors. They have to be closed. I cannot open them.
So and it was different when I was younger. When I used to sleep in Nanan's room. You remember so you remember there was 2 ways to get up into the attic at the old house, right?
Yeah.
There was the pool downstairs, but then Nanan's room at one point in time
there was a stairwell.
Yeah, because we ripped it out.
Yeah.
You and Katie ripped it out, or
me and you.
Me and you. One of us ripped it out when we moved.
Because the pull down ladder was just shit.
Yeah.
My
oh my god.
ladder?
No, worse.
Worse than that.
I got up there.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I broke one of the rungs at some point. And
when he was first moving, we helped him move. Because I was the latest person at the time. I ran up it to see how much stuff there was. Then I came back down it, and then it's just basically
Yeah, it
Thanos
was.
like snapped it.
It
It
was.
was like,
So like we started hacking through the wall because like legit like you could still see where the stairs were.
Yeah, I
Like they
didn't.
just took drywall and was like, got it.
It wasn't even drywall. It wasn't even MDF. It was like laminate plywood because it was glossy.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
was like almost like beadboard.
Yeah, it was like that, and like so
paneling.
that
Or like
closet.
wainscoting that was painted with semi-gloss.
Yeah, it was like that, and I remember as a kid, like Nanian's closet either it couldn't be partially open and it couldn't be partially shut. It either had to be all the way shut or all the way open. Cause like looking into that closet, like when you're trying to sleep.
Nope.
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 Mm-mm. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Like legit, my closets they have to be shut.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
Be. I mean, I'm superstitious to the point like if I feel like I have bad luck, I gotta get salt and just.
What? Throw it over your shoulder.
Yeah, it has to be your.
I do yeah. Okay. So
I just do both because I forget which one it is.
Yeah,
So
if you do it right, if you throw salt on your right shoulder, it gives you more bad luck. If you throw it over your left, it
What
like
if I throw
dissipates the bad
pepper?
luck.
Fuck. That explains a lot.
What if I throw pepper?
See, I think the theory is with the
You shouldn't be
salt.
wasting your salt.
See, I think the
I
theory,
know, right?
I think the theory with the salt over the shoulder is because like the devil will be behind you and salt, is pure. So like
It's supposed to be like looking
A-
over
a
your
bo-
shoulder.
yeah,
or something
and, like, the
that,
devil's
yeah.
behind.
No, so I can
You
throw
throw
this
it
over
over
my
there.
shoulder, right?
oh you probably knock him out. You're like
Hey, you woke up. You dropped these.
hey you like my salt? And you're like no.
By the way, time for some salt.
It's Himalayan pink salt. I think that's what salt lamps are.
Yeah, but that's nasty.
Yeah, you actually I bought it at a store. You know how many times people probably touch that? Like they're like ball scratching, ass scratching hands, just touching all of that, man. You
Now-
And I still am alive.
yeah, you're still alive. And that's like tasty.
Why does this taste like my old scout mask?
wait. What's that thing about like cheese?
Why do I taste corn?
Wait, what's that thing about D cheese? What's it called?
Famanda cheese?
Yeah, Famanda cheese. That's like Famanda cheese.
Magma?
Oh my god.
Oh, you can
So so that was the other thing. The other closet was the closet in Jean's old room.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it. I didn't like that. Also, the bathroom upstairs. The bathroom upstairs. Oh no. Oh my god, no. Like getting a shower in there because like getting a shower and like the glass door being open or anything like that
I hate taking
and looking
showers
at the
with glass
mirror or
doors,
anything.
yeah.
No, it was not fun.
Because my shower up there, it's like it has like that glass thing, like glass paneling or whatever, and it has that mirror right there. See, I hate taking a shower with like glass, like I mean, I like it and don't like
Patrick
it. Like,
Bateman.
yeah, because like I mean, if you have like a glass, like the glass like shower doors, I mean, obviously you can see through it, but if you just have like just regular shower curtains, that kind of gives me eerie vibe.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ghost.
Oh fuck, what was it?
Somebody calling me? Oh no, it's the cat upstairs. It's George snoring.
Oh,
Damn
okay.
you, George.
You can hear. Yeah, you can. My cat's so fat, you can hear him snore from the upstairs.
Well, that dude's the size of a watermelon.
Yeah.
Have you seen him run?
Apparently,
it's just...
so we took George to the vets, and apparently the doctors say that the reason why George is big is because it's not because he eats too much, it's because he doesn't do anything. That's it.
That makes sense.
Like,
Anyone else hear the cricket? Oh, okay. It's.
No, it's his chair.
Oh, okay. It literally sounds like a cricket. I'm like, what?
it's like crickets, chirp, chirp, chirp. But anything else? Or
I think that's it.
yeah, that's it. Well, we're signing out. This is Sources Unknown. I am your host, Ethan,
Fatty Matty.
and
I really hate my name, Alex the Phallus.
signing out.
We'll get
See
you
you guys.
We'll get you a better one.
Yeah.